So I actually am stressed out. It's a lot at once. More likely, I'm not going to talk about why I think I'm stressed. At least not deep down. I'm not that open-hearted. But here's what the F is going on today specifically. So I went to the slumlord to go check out a spot. And why did these people give out more than one key to the same place at the same time? I quite literally pulled up to two other people. I think they were together, but they were in the, literally as I was pulling up, they were unlocking the door. And I'm like, what in the world? And I asked, I was like, is this apartment B? They were like, yeah. And I'm like, so did they give us both a key at the same time? And they were like, I don't know. I mean, this is obviously what it looks like. It's not necessarily any other explanation for that. Oh man, but anyway, the apartment was tiny for a 2-bedroom. And it smelled like mold and a little bit of piss. So I was like, ain't no need, let me get on out of here. So I left, got my little key deposit back. Then I went to another property management, and they don't open their doors. You have to call. You call, and then they email you some sort of survey, you respond to the survey, and then you wait for them to give you an appointment to come to whichever unit you want to look at. And someone's going to be waiting for you there for you to view the unit. So waiting on that. And then I went, cause it was within close proximity to a shopping center. I quite literally walked across the street to one of the Taco Bells that I usually go to, and then got me some stuff off the value menu, because period. And I ate lunch. Then when I went to go get on the bus was late, and that annoyed me because it's hot. I always start sweating when it's hot because, by the way, I had a productive day. I have to admit that. I had a productive day so far, and it's barely even 2 o'clock. That clock is wrong. It's just past 1:30. But earlier this morning, before anything else, I went to do my laundry. Then they were able to let me in to just drop off my laundry, and I pick up the packages that I need to return excuse me. I had lunch earlier, okay? I just said I had Taco Bell. But I was able to return my packages, all my packages. Then it wasn't far, the slumlord property management. So I walked from dropping off my packages to that property management, and then that's when I was greeted by other people looking at the unit that I was looking into. Am I too close? I'm not even in the mood. Not even in the mood. We already rolling. So then after, I don't think I missed the bus, because I checked. Not only did I time it, but I checked online, and it said it was coming at a specific time, like 12:15. 12:15 came and went, and so 12:30 pulls around. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go do something else. So I still was going to the library, but I had gone to the Dollar Tree, and now I've still been using the sample size stuff that they give you at the shelter. I haven't used too much of what I already have. Like, I had gotten my hygiene bag out of my storage unit, but I went and got some deodorant because that other deodorant, I just don't like it. I like stick deodorant, and that one is a roll-on, and it, it stays wet for a while. I just don't like it. And then I went and got some press-ons just to like play with and practice on. It only comes with 12 and none of them are the same size. At least not all of them are the same size. So there's literally 0 through 9, and I think maybe 2 of them repeat, or maybe they're like a half a size or something. But what I'm trying to do is practice. This is what they look like. If you could, so they're like a pinkish color, and then it has silver French tip type of design on the end. But what I'm trying to do is like practice some designs on the nails, but my stuff is in storage. So either way, I will still have to go. I think I have some glue in my makeup bag though. I doubt it because I'm never as prepared as I think unless I'm obsessively preparing in the moment. Anyways, so I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting on a response from the other property management, but I'm not really too optimistic about that. So more than likely they'll deny me. And then, sweet, just chill. That's part of something else that has me. So look, the other day, this was yesterday, during the bad storm at work, at my morning job, I had a rather frustrating day. It was multiple factors, but mainly the food was coming out so late. I mean, 40-minute ticket times when it should take 8 to 12 at the most. I don't be wanting to talk about work, so I stopped myself. But let me go ahead and get there. So it was taking a long time for ticket times and all that. And you know, some of the guests were impatient. And it's like, I understand, I'm doing my best to check on food. Like, for instance, I had to tell one guest, she was coming in from work with her coworker, who I would guess is her homegirl at work. But she had a gluten allergy, so she needed gluten-free pancakes. We didn't have any gluten-free batter. It had to be made fresh, which takes like 15 minutes to make in itself. Then to cook pancakes, it takes 8 to 10 minutes, like 4 or 5 minutes on each side, just to cook the pancakes. So that was what, 25 minutes for some pancakes. And I felt so bad. Like, I kept updating her, like, okay, it's about this many more minutes. Well, I explained her situation, and I would tell her, okay, it's gonna be about this many more minutes. Okay, about 5 more minutes before the batter's done, and then, you know, we have at least another 8 minutes for the pancakes to cook. She was very patient about that. Then I had another guest. They were a couple. And they had come in, you know, for their little drinks and brunch, and they didn't tell me until later. They were like, hey, do you know about how much longer on food? Because we have a 1 o'clock movie to go see. Mind you, it was like 12:15 when they had ordered their food, and at this time, it was 12:45, 12:50. And I was like, y'all have a movie to go to. I wish you know, had let me know that before, or at least a little earlier. I had to take matters into my own hands. So I went into the kitchen. I saw at least what looked like what was their food. And I pretty much just like demanded, like, hey, I need this on top of this. Can you hand me that? Okay, I need this. And I'm taking this bacon, even if the bacon for them specifically isn't done. They have a movie to go catch. And I brought it back and I put it on the table, and I was like, thank you for your patience, because that was ridiculous how long you're waiting. And, you know, I apologize. Yes, I understand, you know, it's not my fault, But I'm the one who makes sure things go well and you enjoy your experience at the restaurant. And I feel bad. Like, damn, y'all waited damn near 45 minutes for y'all food. On top, and it was some other ladies. They didn't have a good time, but they said it wasn't me. And I'm like, thank you for it not being me. You know, knowing that it's not me per se, but still, like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit frustrated because things aren't going swimmingly or according to plan. And honestly, I feel like that's not just work, but that's my life right now. I've always felt like I've had a plan, but fuck a plan, because nothing ever goes according to plan. Even if I got about 5-10 more minutes, I gotta make a phone call. Sheesh, what was this supposed to be about? I guess just my day, and then I explained at least one reason why I'm stressed. I am not so confident about the first property management that I applied to. Skipping the slum lord, I'll just go back to them if all else fails, which probably all else will fail. But I have the one that's sitting in my email, and then there's one more. But I will have to go to the office for that, to their office. And then everything shuts down between 4 and 5:30. On top of, like, what's that? Oh, I might have a few, because I still have to handle some legal paperwork. I need to get that done between today and tomorrow. Why is my job shut down today and tomorrow? Well, they might open back up tomorrow, but it got flooded. All that rain and stuff that happened, it got flooded. So we got to deal with that. Yeah, I got a lot going on, and it ain't even my fault half the time, per se. I'm in the situation I'm in because choices, but like stuff like not being able to go to work, the issues that happen at work, trying to figure out what the hell is going on with these property managers. Those things I know for sure aren't my fault, but I'm dealing with it.